Good morning, everybody. So I don't have a lot to tell you guys about. This is going to be a pretty quick video.
For the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
This last week I've been just pretty much working on more hours, doing the petitioning thing. I'm getting myself up to where I'm doing much better. I'm starting to make more money than I could at pretty much any work camping job that you could think of. I need to keep pushing my hours a little bit more and get them to where I'm working, 10, 12 hours a day instead of 7 or 8, and I'll be doing quite well. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what went on during the week here. So I did have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I went ahead and had Thanksgiving with my friend DebraJoy. Kind of met her off of YouTube. You guys don't know who she is. She has a channel. She's up in the San Marcos area and just on North County part, pretty near San Diego. So she came down into San Diego to have Thanksgiving dinner with myself and Susan and Steve, who I met at the get-together at Quinault Beach over there in Washington State when basically the gathering that we switched over to when it didn't end up working out for Rife Lake and everything. So that was pretty cool. We had Italian food. We didn't actually do the turkey thing. We could have, because they did have a turkey dinner option on their menu for that night, but I opted to get something more along the Italian line. I ended up with the lemon chicken style, but only it wasn't like the lemon peppered over chicken that you normally see with that. It was a sauce. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, and it had brown rice with it, so it was good food. I had a great big salad to go with it as well, trying to be a good monkey. So I went ahead and I had that, and then DebraJoy had to get going because she doesn't drive well at dark, so she left early. And then Susan, Steve, and we went out and had some drinks, and there was another couple that joined us, which ended up being an interesting scenario. The guy that came along, he was, I don't know, at first I just thought he was kind of a try-hard. I did think some of the stuff he was saying was funny, but he was just like really trying to put on an act, and as the evening went along, he kind of turned out to be a little bit of a douche. But him and Steve they didn't connect at all. Not that I connected with the guy, but it was funny. Steve was not a fan of his. I wasn't a fan of his, but I really had a blast with Steve and Susan and everything. I drank myself, quite a bit of Guinness beer. I hadn't had that since I started trying to lose weight, so that was pretty fun and eventful. I do have to admit though that I held everybody up. So I made everybody but DebraJoy late for dinner because I basically had lost my keys in the Planet Fitness, and then the Planet Fitness was closing just as I was leaving, and so I didn't have my van key, and so I had to call a locksmith. To make a long story short, I used AAA, got a locksmith, and it ended up being a $230 bill to get a key cut for the van. And some people had told me in the past that they basically have to redo the whole ignition, and they don't. He just came out and he cut me a key based on the VIN number, and it worked right away, and I hustled on over to the restaurant. So it kind of sucks that it ended up being spendy for me. I don't want to make that sort of mistake again. I had him cut me an extra key, and I have that stashed now, so if I end up having a similar problem, then at least I'll just be able to have the locksmith open it, instead of that whole scenario. That's pretty much all I have to tell you for the most part this week. I did do a weigh-in and everything, and I would put it up here on this channel, but I started getting a lot of people that were like unsubscribing, getting attitude about hadn't subscribed to this channel for a weight loss channel. I did go ahead and do the other channel. I do have some stuff up there. I'm gonna go ahead and post the weight loss weigh-in that I just did today on that other channel over there for everybody to see where I was at, despite having a big Thanksgiving dinner and having drank a good dose, you know, let's put it that way. I probably drank at least 1,000 calories worth of beer, if not more. So go check that out over there, and I'm gonna be tuning in to you guys real soon. I plan on the next time that I post a video, my intentions are to go in depth in the plans that I have for the future, why I'm such a hurry, and you know, what maybe you guys can do to help out.
Get out there, connect with people, live your big story, and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. Peace, guys.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long